Hey guys, it's Rich here at the Ultra Motorsports Warehouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are looking at this 1971 Pontiac Trans Am for potential online buyer. Just like all of our videos, what we want to do is we're going to just do a walk around of the car. I'm going to, physically look at and touch any blemishes that I might see on the car, anything that could be of concern. Keep in mind, everybody, I'm not claiming to be a Trans Am expert. Do your due diligence, and I will represent the car as best I can. This car is on consignment with us. I am told that it is the numbers matching original engine car, and that it does not have the original carburetor. That's what it does not have. That we replaced the master cylinder, but I do have the original with the car also. So this car was restored at another shop, and then it was brought to us maybe a year ago. We did some freshening up of some things that maybe the other shop didn't quite finish up for the customer, and then we are selling it for this customer also. So like all of our videos, what we're going to do is we're going to start right here at the driver's side front fender, and we're just looking at anything that you'd look at as someone who looks at cars all day long, a professional car buyer. Okay, so this car presents very well. The hood's up because we're going to look in the hood, look in the engine compartment, and then we'll shut it and look at fit and finish and all that stuff. So the valance down low looks great. It's not chipped up down here. None of this stuff looks chipped up to me. The bezels around the headlights looks good. The inserts look really, really nice, painted up well. The grille looks good. All the chrome around the grille looks great. The body kit here, the original, this is a factory type body kit. It looks really, really nice. It's very clear to me this car was taken completely apart to be painted. It looks great. The paint, I don't see fish eyes, I don't see shrink spots, I don't see sags or anything like that. So there's really no orange peel either. I mean, there's really very, very turnkey. Looks really, really presentable. So all the stainless around the edges looks great. I can tell the car was taken apart to be painted. The around the mirrors here, obviously this was all off, no tape lines, nothing like that. As we look down the car, there's no fit on the door here. Looks really, really nice, actually, by the way, too. Same for here. As we look down the car, we don't see any door dings. I don't see any door dings. I don't see any areas down here low on the rocker that need repaired. It looks very, very nice. Trim around the window looks great, around the door and window. The squeegee looks new on the outside. Belt molding on the inside, it looks very, very nice and new also, just a little dusty. Weather stripping looks soft, supple. The car's a little dusty right now, so excuse us like this. This is all just dust here, so excuse me. What we have back here on the rear quarter, okay, there is one small chip right here, okay. So if you can see it right there, we'll just to add a little scale here. This is my ink pen. Alright, and my camera is about, that far away from the vehicle right now, about my ink pen here. So that's the size of this little nick here. We have filled it and smoothed it over and put some touch-up paint on it. It's not exactly invisible, but now I'm standing up, so I'm, 3 feet from the car, and it didn't leave a dent or an impression in the car. Okay, just kind of something grabbed a little paint. I don't know what it was. Somebody carelessly with a tool or something. But as you can see, it's really virtually unnoticeable. I'm 5-6 feet away from the car right now. Okay, so to really fix it properly, okay, it would be blended and then clear coated up, onto the quarter. So we can talk about doing that if anybody buys it and they want to do that. We can talk about that, but we decided not to do that before we sold it. The rear bumper looks great. Chrome is nice. No pitting or anything. I mean, these look great. The stainless exhaust, or exhaust tips look great. This is the one area that on the car these chrome trim around the taillights. That does not look that great. Okay, so there's some pits in there that will not clean up. That's probably, I would definitely, unless this is one of those parts that's just impossible to find, I would definitely try to locate those and put those on the car, because that is really the only thing you can pick at on this car. So same thing for this one. You know, I would do that. We'll take a look at the trunk real quick. Again, you know, everything just looks nice and new. I mean, it looks very, very tidy. You know, then nothing sloppy. I mean, you know, how many cars you look at, this is painted over. They just paint over this kind of crap. So some of this stuff was really done nicely. Bumpers look good. You know, all this stuff was taken out. Let's see. Yeah, little. You know, it'd be very easy for somebody just to say, "Hey, I'm going to paint over these screws," but that's not the right way. So, weather strip looks great. Weather strip ends here, right where it's supposed to. Inside of the trunk looks great. It's been spattered. This is all lint from a blanket that was in here. You can kind of see it's just lint. So dusty lint stuff. Trunk's been spattered and looks good. It looks very nice, very presentable. Okay, so shut that. Look at fit real quick here. I'm happy with that. It looks really good. Same here. Fit this way looks nice. You know, this is a very acceptable right here. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'm very happy with that. I don't, you know, nobody's gonna try to make that fit nicer than it does. That fits pretty nice, really. So, trim around the rear window looks great. And then now we're at the passenger side rear quarter. Again, I am gonna point to a blemish in the paint if I see it, but I'm telling you guys, I look at cars all day long, and this thing is tidy. It is slick. So it looks really nice. The wheels have all been repainted, new lug nuts. They had kind of some chips and tings and dents and dings on them. On the beauty rings, those look really good. I don't recall any of those being messed up or dinged up. Stainless looks great. None of this is a candidate to be repaired in any way at all. This all looks very good. Again, window squeegee's new. Inside belt molding's probably new too, it looks like. So door handles look good. These look maybe like original. Like these are not new door handles. You can kind of see like some of that micro. You have to excuse me, like I said, there's some dust all over this car, but you can see that kind of micro pitting. That's what I would call micro pitting, you know, and you would have to, I'm 2 feet away from the car and it looks great. You know, I would hit that with steel wool first to see if it'll clean up. If that doesn't happen, then, you know, maybe you want to look at a new one, or again, you probably have to be a professional to notice it, so maybe leave it. Door dings, waves, nothing like that. I mean, this thing is laid out really straight, you know. I mean, a lot of money got spent on the paint job of this car for sure. Okay, this is what we like to see inside here. Finished out nice, yeah. I mean, inner wheel, inner fenders, really nice. Back in there, I mean, that looks really good. Not all globbed up with tar and undercoating or something like that. Looks really good. So under the car, we got red primer. Looks real nice. Newer fuel lines, and we got stainless exhaust. It looks like all the way down. Red primer under the car, so really everything's looking pretty tidy under here too. Lower valance on the passenger side looks good. All these inner parts look great. Body molding looks good. All this looks good. Under the hood, yeah, I mean, like I said, it looks very original. It looks very original under here. Minus, you know, if there's some decals or something missing, I don't know, or you know, I don't even know. Maybe there's supposed to be like a skirt or something there, but otherwise, this thing looks really, really nice. I don't see any issues at all. Not sure what kind of clamps they were using in '71. That's a very easy fix though. Some of these are just, these are regular hose clamps. I don't know if they were using like a tower clamp still in 71 or if that's what they were using. It's a pretty easy fix. If somebody was, I would, if they did use a special clamp in 71, I would get it and use it. You know, you can probably buy a clamp kit for this car relatively easily, and I would just do that. So let's look at another thing. Someone told me that this, the underhood is supposed to be black on this car. It looks great in the body color. I would leave it this way. I wouldn't change it. We can change it if you want though. So just let us know. Oops, excuse me. Let me shut this thing, then we can take a look at the fit. There we go. So hood shut. Looking at the fit here, across the front, looks pretty good. Gap over here. Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know. It's a little. Maybe that's the way that these were. I can't say if this is the original hood or not. Looks like maybe it needs to come down a little bit back here, you know, like that looks a lot better, you know. But I don't know if it's the original hood or an aftermarket hood, but it looks very nice to me. Maybe there's a bumper in there that's not kind of cranked all the way down, but I wouldn't bang this car for that at all. It looks very, very nice. So let's check out the interior real quick. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, door buzzer works. When we look at these are new door panels. Okay, these are brand new. So this is what we like to see though too. We like to see where it looks like a car was taken apart completely. You know, nothing's painted over at all. New weather strip, new door panels. These look great. Kick plate looks very nice, or sill plate, excuse me. These are the original seats, and they have actually held up very, very well. These original high backs, you know, these look great. They held up really well. They just maybe need a little cleaning or something. Carpet looks good, just a little dirty back there, but could probably be cleaned up. But it is the original carpet. So on this side, down low here, there is a little spot in the carpet that is, this loop got pulled, you know. So again, let me look at it from, I'm standing up now, okay, and now I'm getting down right to it, and you can see here it needs maybe just kind of cleaned up a little bit. Okay, so seats are great. Console looks good. I had someone tell me that they'd never seen that before, that clock. I don't know if that's original or not. Steering wheel is nice. All this turned metal parts in the dash look good. It does have a newer modern stereo in it, but nothing was cut up in here to put it in. So you could go back to the original, or we could go to a vintage stereo or something like that, but this is a modern stereo. I do not have the original stereo either. This is an 8-track player, so I'm not sure what was up there. Maybe this was the AM FM, and this was the 8-track that was added like an option or something. So AC does work on the car. Let's look at the dash. So on the dash, everything looks great. On the passenger side right here, right? Everything looks good. Right here is where it's not, you know, it's not busted, but there's like, you know, a little bit of either maybe a little crack of some kind starting. See how this looks? This looks all, you know, just super tight. But if you look down through here, there's maybe what looks like a little bitty, and it's a crack in like the exterior coating. I can tell it's not a crack in the dash all the way through, but it's like a crack in the coating or something. So I'm like, you know, 3 feet away from it right now. So you have to, you know, I don't know what kind of options there are. I guess the horn works. The rear seat looks very nice. I don't see any issues. This is just a little dirty. So all original seats and stuff. The rear interior panels look good. Sail panels look like new. Package tray in the back looks great. Again, you know, more of the same, just pretty quality stuff. You know, I mean, just obviously all this stuff was off and came completely apart, so it's not a bad deal. Looks pretty good. So check the passenger side real quick. And again, new door panel over here. All the glass looks good. Original high back seat looks great. No tears, no rips in the bolster here. Dash looks great over here, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Like, you know, see how it's just not very noticeable what's going on with the dash up there. So I just, you know, have a look at it and, you know, make your own determination, I guess, what you think. So console looks very nice. Passenger carpet looks great. So, and this is the 8-track down here. I think I would have to actually find an 8-track to be able to test it, so I don't have one of those. But okay, guys, if you have any more questions or you want to see anything else, just reach out to me through our website, or you can get me through Instagram, through Facebook, any of those resources. It's ultramotors.net. Again, this is our warehouse here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're checking out this 1971 Pontiac Trans Am 455 HO, original engine, factory air conditioning, automatic car, and it's a real doll. So this thing looks really nice. Pretty pleased. So let me know if you have any questions.